Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. According to reports released by the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, COVID-19 cases continue to rise for the 6th straight week on the state and local level. In 23 communities on the South Shore, the number of cases over the 2 weeks ending April 30th rose 20.5% to 2,049 cases. There were 3 communities that had rates higher than the statewide average, which included Hanover, Norwell, and Randolph. The only 3 communities that saw cases decline were Cohasset, Duxbury, and Weymouth. In Abington, high school principal Jonathan Bourne asked parents to watch their children for COVID-19 symptoms and to get them tested if any are present. In a letter to parents, she said, "We identified numerous cases of COVID-19 among attendees of the Abington High School prom, which took place Friday, April 29th. In a report released by the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education on Thursday, there were 26 students and 8 staff members in the Abington Public Schools with COVID-19 for the week ending Wednesday. The CDC had rated half of Massachusetts' 14 counties as having high community levels of COVID-19. Berkshire County reported the highest case rate per 100,000 individuals over the past week. Suffolk, Middlesex, Norfolk, Hampshire, Worcester, and Barnstable counties also had high community transmission levels. The CDC's COVID-19 community level ranks are based on new COVID-19 cases across a county over the past 7 days, the population, the number of new COVID-19 hospitalizations, and the 7-day average percentage of inpatient beds occupied by COVID-19 patients. The agency recommends people in counties with high community levels of COVID-19 take actions to reduce transmission, such as wearing a mask in indoor public spaces and on public transportation. School districts in Massachusetts are now urging students to mask up again as the state is seeing an increase in COVID-19 cases. Superintendent of Arlington Public Schools sent a letter to families saying face coverings are strongly recommended for all students and staff indoors. According to the Boston Globe, superintendents of Belmont and Cambridge Public Schools have also sent out similar emails. Boston Public Schools currently still have their mask mandate in effect. The state is still monitoring and reporting health trends. Yesterday, over 55,000 molecular tests were conducted and 3,996 new positive cases were reported. Currently, 743 people are hospitalized in Massachusetts and 57 are in the ICU. 7 new deaths were also reported. The town of Braintree also continues to monitor COVID data from the state. Since our last update, the town hall reported 47 new COVID-19 cases. Hitting the grim 10,000 mark, the town hall website shows a total of 10,010 positive cases since the start of the pandemic. There have been no new fatalities reported in 3 weeks, keeping Braintree's total deaths at 137. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
The COVID-19 vaccine doesn't contain the virus, so you can't get COVID from the shot. You may experience things like muscle aches, fever, or tiredness, but these are most likely signs that your body is building immunity to protect against the virus. Learn more.
Welcome back. A team of assessors from the Massachusetts Police Accreditation Commission will be visiting the Braintree Police Department next month to determine if the station has met standards for accreditation. In order to earn accreditation, the department must meet 257 mandatory standards set by the Commission. It must also meet 60% of 125 optional standards. According to Braintree Police Chief Mark Dubois, certification is a voluntary process but puts the department within standards that have been established for the profession by the people in the profession. The certification standards impact officer and public safety, addresses liability and risk management issues, and promotes operational efficiency. Among the benefits of certification are codifying the department's policies and procedures, promoting accountability and enhancing the department's reputation while increasing public confidence in the police force. The accreditation team visit is scheduled for June 1st. The town of Braintree wants to hear from you. As the town is still in the process of creating a 10-year master plan, they want to hear from members of the community regarding their hopes and visions for the future. Join Mayor Charles Kokoris and members of the Planning Department on Saturday, May 21st from 1 to 3 p.m. for the Braintree Master Plan Community Forum taking place at the Town Hall. For more information, you can visit tinyurl.com/Braintree Masterplan. On Thursday, a Braintree restaurateur was named National Runner-Up for Small Business Person of the Year, held by the U.S. Small Business Administration. The president of Fire King Baking Company, Gregory Acera, received the honor as part of the 2022 National Small Business Week. After starting the company in 1995, Acera provided freshly baked European-style bread to his restaurants, clubs, and catering company. Soon after, he began selling baked goods to Boston's top restaurants, and the business began to grow into a national distribution network. Awards will be announced virtually on Thursday by the SBA to businesses across the country. Braintree's annual rabies clinic, sponsored by the town of Braintree, Braintree Jaycees, and Dr. Joseph Kosman, DMV of the VCA, will be held on Saturday, May 14th from 10 a.m. to noon outside of the Braintree Town Hall. The vaccination fee per animal is $15, and residents are asked to bring their animal's current rabies certification. Wednesday, Crunch Fitness announced that they will be gifting every nurse in their community with a 7-day VIP pass in each community they service, including the Braintree location at 294 Grove Street. This pass, beginning Friday, will give nurses 7 days of free massage, tanning, cardio classes, weights, and much more. The company hopes this effort will bring health and wellness to the nurses who care for others. Nurses can register for passes at info.crunch.com/crunch. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Protect yourself from mosquito and tick bites. Use an EPA-approved repellent anytime you're outdoors. Spray it on your hands first, then spread it on your face, neck, arms, and legs. Learn more at mass.gov/mosquitoes and ticks.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. The CDC is investigating 109 cases of severe and unexplained hepatitis in children. They asked doctors and public health officials to notify the agency if they had similar cases of children under the age of 10 with elevated liver enzymes and no apparent explanation for their hepatitis diagnosis going back to October. Most of the children were healthy when they developed symptoms that included fatigue, loss of appetite, vomiting, diarrhea, belly pain, dark urine, light-colored stools, and yellowing of their skin and eyes, a symptom typically seen in jaundice. Dr. Brian Chow with Tufts Medical Center said earlier on in this outbreak, many of these cases have been caused by a virus called adenovirus. As clinicians, we should be watching out for our children with the same types of symptoms. More than half of the cases worldwide have been connected to an adenovirus, common viruses that cause a variety of illnesses. Cases are under investigation across the U.S., but doctors in Massachusetts have not heard of any cases in the New England states at this point. A new Showcase Cinema Deluxe Theater will open on the South Shore this fall as part of the new Hanover Crossing development on Route 3. The Hanover location will include 8 auditoriums and 1 X Plus Laser Premium large format auditorium that features Dolby Atmos sound and state-of-the-art digital projection. The largest screen at the theater will be 21 feet tall by 49 feet wide. Mark Malinowski, Vice President of Global Marketing for Showcase Cinema, said, quote, "We spent the COVID pandemic really investing in our theaters and bringing them to another level," end quote. Malinowski said there is no official opening date for the theater, but the company is shooting for October. Planet Fitness has relaunched its high school summer pass for students aged 14 to 19, who will be allowed to work out for free between May 16th and August 31st. The company is also offering a $5,000 and a $500 scholarship for each state at the end of the summer. The program is originally launched in 2019 as the Teen Summer Challenge, an effort to get young people to exercise more, which saw about 900,000 teenagers sign up to participate. Students under the age of 18 must register with a parent at their local location or online. You can visit planetfitness.com/summerpass/pre-registration to register. As the month of May celebrates Asian American and Pacific Islander heritage, a group of teenagers from Quincy will invite 20 to 30 participants to the Hancock Street offices of Quincy Asian Resources for a game show. The game show is a way to observe the Asian American and Pacific Islander heritage and will include 3 rounds of competition. The students are currently still working on the details of the games, but will incorporate Jeopardy-style trivia. The winner will receive a dessert tour at 3 Quincy area Asian restaurants with food blogger Trista Lee. The show will start at 3:30 p.m. on Thursday, May 19th. Superior Court Judge Joseph Layton has tossed out one of the state's permits granted for the controversial natural gas compressor station in the Fore River Basin. Judge Layton vacated the Chapter 91 waterways permit for the compressor station, sending the permit back to the State Department of Environmental Protection for further review. The decision mainly boils down to an interpretation of the word required and whether the compressor station is considered an ancillary facility of existing natural gas infrastructure in the basin. Layton ruled that regulators incorrectly accepted required to mean suitable rather than necessary, therefore allowing the siting of the compressor. Alice Arena of the Fore River residents against the compressor station said the residents are ecstatic over the decision. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in sports and entertainment.
Mosquitoes are out. Protect yourself from mosquito bites and the illnesses they can cause, like Triple E and West Nile virus. When outdoors, use an EPA-approved repellent and wear protective clothing. Learn more at mass.gov/mosquitoes and ticks.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now here's Mike Wasil with the latest on Braintree sports.
Boys lacrosse, Braintree and Framingham manage the Flyers getting a goal as they now add to their lead. It's 2-0 here in the second quarter. And then Braintree back behind the net trying to make something happen, and they're able to cut the lead in half on a nice passing play in front. But the Flyers respond and go back up by 2 at 3-1. And then here into the second half, it is another goal scored at the side of the cage with Braintree down 4-1. A nice save made by the goalie, but Braintree stays with the play, and the shot is scored. And then Braintree in front. 2 straight goals. It's 4-3 all of a sudden. And then late here in the fourth quarter, it is Braintree down by 2. They try to battle back. They make it 5-4 again. And then a shot just under the crossbar ties the game at 5. And we head to overtime. And it's Framingham in overtime, able to score the game-winning goal and win this one in a thriller. Heartbreaking loss today for Braintree, 6-5. Volleyball, it is Braintree and Wellesley, and it is a point early for Braintree, and then a block at the net, and then again the Braintree blockers with the point as Braintree will cruise here in set number 1 as they win 25-19 the opening set, and then here into set 2 with Braintree up by 1, a nice kill there at the back part of the court, and then Braintree's kill at the front of the net by Lynn makes it 25-18 the victor in set 2 for Braintree. And then in the third set, it is Wellesley with a couple of nice hits, including that one there on the back part of the Braintree court. And then this one is knocked out of bounds, and Braintree opens up a lead that Wellesley would not come back from as Braintree wins in straight sets. They win this third set 25-20. And again, 3-0 the win for Braintree here today, 25-19, 25-18, and 25-20. Moving on to rugby, it's Braintree and Marshfield. This is a co-ed sport, and it is an early opportunity and a point going to be scored here. A try scored by Marshfield for 5 points, and then they score another one here on this move up the field as the Rams open themselves up a 10-point margin after another try here. A 10-0 lead, and then the 2-point kick here for 2 more. It's 12-0, and then a trick play here for Marshfield into the second half as they open this one up with a 17-0 advantage. They've scored 3 in this one, and then 1 more late and into the second half. The final score as they converted the 2-point after. It's 24-0 is the final score as Braintree loses this one. And now on to lacrosse. It's girls lacrosse, Braintree and Norwell, and a couple of early strikes for the Clippers, and a third at the side of the cage as Braintree right now in danger of being blown out early, but the Womps have an answering strike right there from McDonald with Braintree down 3 again, a score to make it 4-2, and then another one making it 4-3, and Braintree right back in the game down by 1, but it's Norwell just too strong offensively here in this one as they now lead 9-3 here in the second half, and a beautiful pass and goal, and Norwell runs away with it, winning by 10, 14-4 over Braintree. Moving on to softball, Braintree and Milton, and this was one of the craziest games you'll see as Milton with a run in the first inning, and then Braintree with a run of their own here on a double into the gap, scoring the run from first base and tying the score at 1. Here in the second inning, it's more offense here for the Wildcats as they score on a throwing error, scoring 2 runs to go ahead 3-1, and the Wildcats just had a ton of offense in this game and it made it very difficult for the Braintree pitching as they again come through with another 2-run hit, making it 5-1, now leading 6-1 here in the fourth. Braintree with a hit up the middle that will score a couple of runs as the throw gets away from the catcher, allowing that second run to score. And Braintree right back in it, down by 3, but now down by 6. And this one knocked into the Braintree gap in left center field. And 2 more runs will score here for the Wildcats, who lead 11-3. But Braintree down 8, all of a sudden making this one a 4-run game after 2 runs come across here on this hit. It's 11-7, now 11-9, and this one gets up the middle, and Braintree scores another run as the throw gets away, and the catcher will throw down to third base and get the Braintree runner as it's 11-10 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And then here in the 7th with 2 outs, Braintree down to their final out. It is a home run hit by Braintree over the fence by Surrett, and it ties the game at 11 as we head to extra innings. And in extra innings, here in the 9th inning, a very controversial play as the pitcher bobbles, throws to first, and the umpire rules out at first. And in my opinion, the runner was safe. It looked for certain that the runner was safe, and the game continues. And in the 10th inning, it's Milton already leading by 2 runs, a 2-run hit into the gap in right center field, and that puts the game away as the Wildcats go up by 4 runs, and then a strikeout ends the game in the bottom of the 10th as Braintree loses a heartbreaker after such a great comeback.
Thanks, Mike. First in entertainment, Mark Haddon's best-selling novel, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, about a 15-year-old boy with Asperger's syndrome, is coming to the Curtain Call Theater in Braintree. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime tells the story of the aftermath of when a neighborhood dog who was murdered. Main character Christopher thinks it's his job to solve the mystery, leading to the unraveling of some of his own secrets. Curtain Call's artistic director, Tony Ruscio, says, quote, "It's a story about differences. It's a story about sameness. It's a story about acceptance. It's about you. It's about me," end quote. Performances are at 8 p.m. on May 13th, 14th, 20th, and the 21st, and at 2 p.m. on May 15th and the 22nd. You can visit curtaincallbraintree.com to purchase your tickets. Now, here are some movie recommendations for a night out to the theaters. First up, the semi-autobiographical action comedy The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent stars Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage, a divorced and in-debt, self-loathing mess who, after not getting the role of a lifetime in director David Gordon Green's new movie, reluctantly agrees to $1 million payout to attend the birthday party of Javi, a Spanish billionaire obsessed with him. The two develop a strange friendship, some would call a bromance. However, Cage is later informed by two CIA agents that the kidnapped daughter of the Catalonian president is being held captive on the estate, and they need his help to rescue her. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is currently playing in theaters. Next in entertainment, for those who love the tales of the young wizard Harry Potter, can now watch its prequel, Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore. Starring Mads Mikkelsen, Jude Law, and Eddie Redmayne, this magical film will introduce you to an array of old and new beasts as Dumbledore makes it his duty to stop dark wizards from taking control of the wizarding world. Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore is now playing in theaters. And finally, The Northman is an action-filled epic that follows a young Viking prince on his quest to avenge his father's murder at the hands of his uncle, who has also kidnapped the boy's mother. Now, 2 decades later, he meets Acerys, who reminds him of his vow to save his mother, kill his uncle, and avenge his father. You can also now watch The Northman in theaters now. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.